Hey, how's it going, Nostalgics? It's Ryan from the Nostalgia Factor here, back again with another gaming video. And today, guys, I wanted to do something a little bit different. As you know, we've done versus videos in the past. We've done Crash Bandicoot versus Spyro. We've done Silent Hill versus Resident Evil. And today, I thought I would present the good and bad elements of two particular PS1 classics and leave it up to you guys in the comment section down below to let me know your opinions, because I'm always curious to know what you guys have to say. But for today's debate video, little debate video, we're going to be comparing Crash Bandicoot 2 and Crash Bandicoot Warped on the PS1. So let's start by going over Crash Bandicoot 2. Now, for Crash Bandicoot 2 and Crash Warped, I've already done Nostalgic Blast reviews on these games in the past. So if you guys want to go check them out, I can leave links to those in the description down below if you guys want to go check out those reviews. But we're going to be summarizing the main good points and the main bad points for a quick summarization instead of a full-out review. So let's start with Crash 2. Crash Bandicoot 2 is considered the general favorite in the original Crash Bandicoot trilogy for its vast array of platforming introduction, basically pure platforming experience, but based completely off the first game, and everything is improved, from the jumping, from the spinning, to the box breaking, to the environments, to the graphics, to the improved story, to the improved characters, new characters. There's a wide variety of things that Crash 2 was added, into Crash 2 that make it a great game. Crash Bandicoot 2 basically generalized the platforming genre back in the 90s, while once again improving on everything from Crash Bandicoot 1 and adding in its own splice of things, such as some really unique segments like using the jetpack and wakeboard, but not going overboard like what Crash Warped would go with the vehicle segments. So therefore, again, because of the whole platforming experience that everyone loves and the lack of vehicles, people seem to like Crash Bandicoot 2 more. Now, besides Crash 2 having greatly improved on the controls, the platforming, the environments, the story, and everything else from the original game, making it a pretty basic and unique platformer with a ton of different environments, the game is not free of problems. However, Crash Bandicoot 2 has a wide variety of problems with repetitiveness of levels, kind of bland nature, depending on, who you are and what kind of levels you're playing. The repetitiveness of the vehicles can also get annoying at times with the wakeboard, despite how little they are in the game. And the difficulty spike, while a lot of people may not see this as an issue, is there, and especially a big issue with some of the controls, especially for the ice levels. The ice levels are one of the worst parts of Crash Bandicoot 2, especially the dreaded bonus level in Cold Hard Crash, which is one of the most hated levels in the Crash Bandicoot community for the games. So Crash Bandicoot 2, while it is an amazing game, does have its fair share of issues, but overall, it's still an amazing game regardless, and I can see why people would prefer it over other games in the series. Crash Bandicoot 3 once again took the route of not only introducing different elements with, the platforming and improving upon it, tweaking it, like making boxes bounce faster, having the controls be more tight and responsive. They improved on all the basic platform mechanics, but this game took a leap of faith and introduced about half the game is vehicle segments. Now, while the argument's still there how, this game isn't as good as Crash 2, personally, I feel like I disagree with that. I feel like Crash Bandicoot Warped definitely still does hold very, very well, and this game also had way more praise than Crash Bandicoot 2 for its level of experimentation and use of vehicles. Crash Bandicoot 3 continues the trend of improved graphics, story, introducing new characters, definitely making the very end of the game way more worth it if you want to go through the trouble of getting the crystals and gems and time trials, which, by the way, time trials were a very good addition to this game that make it a really great experience with some replay value. And the vehicle segments themselves, while a lot of people, again, would rather have a pure Crash experience with, just platforming, the vehicle levels still add a wide variety of abilities, such as being able to go underwater, riding Purr the Tiger in the Great Wall of China, riding a dinosaur in the prehistoric ages, riding a motorcycle in the American West. There's so many things, including the jet ski from the Caribbean times. That was a really great implementation as well. So Crash Bandicoot Warped, while it isn't a pure platforming experience, took a huge leap of faith, and it paid off with the implementation of a better story, better visuals, and overall better experimentation with new things outside of platforming, such as vehicles. However, though, once again, Crash Bandicoot Warped is not entirely free of problems. For one thing, Crash Bandicoot 2 did really well with secret areas that you could go to for getting more replayability and to collect more gems if you really wanted to go that extra mile. Crash Bandicoot Warped barely has any secret areas, and honestly, they're really cryptic. You're not really going to find them your first playthrough unless you read a game guide or something. And some of the gem runs and time trials and whatnot, some of the levels I feel like aren't really based off of them that well, based off the trial and error stuff, such as Hot Cocoa, which is one of the hardest levels in my experience to get a time trial in. So there's certain levels that just aren't built around some of the time trials and whatnot, and again, while some of the vehicles I think are amazing, the motorcycle, for example, is definitely an experiment. You can definitely tell that was experimental in this game, just based off of how janky the controls can be, and just overall, just while it's fun, not always the best. So Crash Bandicoot Warp does have its fair share of issues with the experimentation of the vehicles, and some minor things here and there that Crash 2 did better. However, guys, this has been it for today's video. I wanted to present the positives and negatives, at least from my perspective, from Crash 2 and Crash 3, to kind of give each a fair judgment for a brief overview. I leave it to you guys, however, either based off of what you hear in this video or your own personal preference. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Which game do you prefer, if any? Do you like Crash 2 better? Do you like Crash Warp better? Do you like both of them? And let me know why you feel whatever way you do. But either way, guys, once again, thank you for watching today's video. Again, be sure to let me know your thoughts on this entire video and the games in the comment section. And if you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a big old like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, if you want to catch our future gaming videos coming your way as always. And once again, thank you for watching, Nostalgics. Until next time, this has been Ryan from the Nostalgia Factor saying, keep on gaming.